mindset is not enough. And we hear a lot about this topic, of course, and mindset is important and it is the first step, but it is only the first step. It's not all there is. Of course, without a good mindset or the right mindset, you won't do anything else. So it does start with that. But starting with the mindset is great. But if you stay with just, I'm positive and doing affirmations and visualization and having that empowered mindset, it may work for you and it works for some people. But if you found that the mindset doesn't seem to help you to achieve the results you want to achieve, it may be because something else is going on in your brain. So if you think of driving a car, you want to go from wherever you are now to your desired destination, and that destination is the results you want, the success you want. Driving and steering and staying on the road, that is certainly part of it, and you definitely need that. But if the GPS of your vehicle is still set for where you were before or where you are now, then every time you start heading in that direction, no matter how well you steer, no matter how well you're driving and how much you stay on the road, and no matter which turns you take, the GPS is going to constantly keep turning you around and taking you back to where you are now or where you've been before, whatever it's set for. And your brain is the same. So your brain has a GPS. We all have GPS in our brain. And the form that takes is our self-image and worldview, which is a structure in the brain created from our past experiences. So as we experience our day, as we go about our day and we come across other people and circumstances and we're experiencing life in general, the brain is constantly referring to that structure of who we are and how the world works, our self-image. And then it's triggering the production of chemicals that create feelings, emotions, impulses, and so on, that affect our decisions, affect how we're feeling, of course, but also what decisions we make, how we see things, whether something seems like a good idea or not. That's all affected by the chemical state that is triggered by the unconscious part of the brain based on that self-image and worldview that's in the background. The great news is that can be changed. And I'm going to share with you in a minute a little bit more about that. But first of all, it's important to recognize that that's why mindset, affirmations, visualization, and everything else to do with being successful works for some people and not for others. And sometimes it works for some people some of the time and not all of the time, depending on the details of that. And that's because one person, as they are, they've got that mindset, they've worked on the mindset and now they're being positive and they're taking action, they're doing massive action and all of that. As they're doing that, their brain is referring to a certain self-image that is supporting those results. Another person, because all of us, our self-image is unique to each person. So another person may be doing exactly the same thing, same mindset, taking the same massive action, making the same decisions and all of that, but their brain is referring to a different self-image that proves that what they're doing is not in alignment with who they are and how the world works. So those two people are going to get very different results regardless of the mindset. So it starts with the mindset, yes, but you have to change those unconscious references that your brain is referring to that prove what is safe for you. So one person may be frightened of sharing what they do, sharing their business or promoting themselves. And another person may feel perfectly comfortable with that. They may think of promoting their business or themselves and it seems perfectly normal and safe. The other person thinks of it and they feel fear. They feel people are going to judge them or they feel not good enough. And none of those beliefs or ideas, they're based on a truth, but it's not reality. They're based on that self-image in the background that is created by past events that don't necessarily have any bearing on their life today or who they are today. Changing the brain's GPS is what makes that mindset work. So in other words, if you've changed the GPS in your car to match your end destination, then yes, steering, staying on the road, driving, that all works because the GPS is automatically guiding you to that end destination. In the same way, you change that self image in the brain, and then the mindset works perfectly because it's all in alignment. I hope that makes sense. But of course, let me know if you have any questions or you need clarification on any of that. Now, for the details of it, in order to go into finding out more about this, we have a free masterclass. The link is in the description of this video, and you can click that, register. It's perfectly free, and it'll give you all the details on what those references are, how self-image and worldview is created, and most importantly, how to change it so that it matches the results you want, so that any mindset work you do works instead of being fruitless because of the rest of it going on in the background. So I hope that's helpful, and we will see you again soon. Bye bye now.